Alright, what we have here is a pair of assault heads. KMJ sells them. 335 cc runner. Big block Chevy, obviously. Been checking them out, nitpicking them. I gotta say, these fuckers are pretty good shape. Pretty nice heads. They're the same head that AFR sells as the Enforcer. Identical in every way. Only thing different is AFR has AFR on the end of their heads. These have assault. Pretty damn good castings. I've nitpicked them over pretty good and couldn't find nothing wrong. Which, everything I've ever bought from KMJ has been pretty nice shit. I ain't never had to send nothing back. Their rectangle port. So 335 cc, but these fucking heads, they've been around a few years now. And I've seen them, or several people sell them, but I've seen them advertised everything from 325 cc to 335 cc to 345 cc, which I might cc one of those intake runners just to see where they're really at, out of curiosity. But they call them 335 cc, so I'll go with that. That's what AFR calls their Enforcers. These heads appear to be, they remind me of some old Pro Top Line heads I had years ago, like 20 years ago. And then they have some features of an older dart head. So it's hard to say what they're based on. It's not a whole lot of real, I mean, you get your generic information, but what they're based on and all that shit, it's a little harder to find. Of course, they got your bronze guides and shit. It's a nice casting. Pretty well cast. See a bunch of ugly shit. The fucking ports and shit in them are short side radius. There's no ridge. One person take a cartridge roll and give them a couple of minutes each. Go a long way. But like I said, the ridge in there beneath in the bowl, it's very minimal. Pretty big fucking exhaust ports. I think they're, I've seen 145 to 150 cc. That's what they're calling those. And they have a 225 188 valve. Which I bought them bare. Fucking machine work needed to get the 820 iron oval port heads I was planning on using on this engine. Fucking the bill for that would have costed what I paid for these fucking bare castings. And then there's that fucking turnaround time. Fucking send shit to the machine shop anymore. It's gonna be there way longer than it should be. These fuckers showed up in a couple of days. Fucking Big Bird dropped them off. So they're brand new. Valve job looks good on them. Fucking castings look good. Intake runners are all 2.50 tall and 1.81 wide. I got Felpro 1275 gasket. I have a few intakes that just happen to have that exact, that are port matched. This dart here, it is. It'll be an exact match. So either gonna use that one. There's this tunnel rim here is also ported to that size. And then the Brodix over there, that's probably the one gonna go on it. Put this Super Victor on my 496. So I got a Team G that's been ported out to 250 by 180. It's Dominator flange. So I probably gotta run 850 double pumper on this 454 that I'm putting these on. The strip Dominator been ported also. It's got some rather large runners. And we got a 454R Edelbrock there. These runners are a little smaller. And then this big fucking BMP here. Its runners are a tad smaller also. It's Dominator flange. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be this unit right here. It's fucking runners are the exact same size as what the heads are. And it's going on a 454. This intake here, it's got a tighter plenum than some of these others. I just have to see how the runners line up and shit. But that's the one I want to use on it. Or that dart there. That's a good piece. I might try a Dominator on this fucker, just shits and giggles. That one's going on the 427. It's best to buy these heads bare, buy them assembled, unless you pay extra. The shit they're gonna put in there is suspect at best. I mean, some of it be fine, I'm sure, but springs mainly and the valves. I like to buy them bare and then put the shit in them that I think they need. Here's the shit I'm putting in them. These are Ferrea. sticker. The exhaust valves. They are 100 long compared to stock. 11/32 stem. That's what you want for these heads. Those are good valves. Fuck it. And you got your Manley intake valves. These are .250 long, 11/32, 225 diameter. Manley been around for a long time. They make good shit. Can't go wrong. So there's the valves. 225, 188. Like I said, the intakes are .250 long and the exhausts are 100 long. And I'm using these fucking West locators. They're some kind of Berylium Copper alloy. Shit they use in NASCAR engines. Allegedly, they'll pull heat out of the valve springs. Allegedly. You know, they're good enough for fucking Hendrix Motorsports. Good enough for me. Them fuckers are expensive. And we're going with Lunati valve springs. Lunati retainers. Lunati 10-degree locks with the lash cap clearance. These springs are hydraulic roller. It'll be about 155 on the seat, about 405 open. 1.950 installed height. It'll work perfect with the cam I'm using. And this shit's going into 454 pulled out of the RV. Let me get you .530. These are fucking VTO seals. They're good too. These fucking heads I'm pretty happy with them. I mean, I get them put together for the castings and the parts I'm putting in these motherfuckers. About $2,000. Just a cash outlay. Using adjustable dart guide plates and ARP studs. Pretty fucking nice. Yeah, that's your AFR enforcer. Exact fucking head. Down to every little detail. And look like they come with a pretty good fucking valve job. I'm gonna check everything out and probably spend a moment with a cartridge roll. Pull a few more CFMs out of the program. Yeah, it looked like like a fucking underneath this fucking BPE head. It's based on a AFR 315. The deck surface on this one appears to be the same shit. The chambers look the same, but that one has different ports, different runners, and this one has a 230, 188 valves in it. But the holes and all the little details and shit are pretty much the same. Fucking shape of the head's different though. These are straight. It's your fucking Pro Comp heads were contoured. That's how you can tell them at a glance. These heads, they've been around about 10 years now. I believe they're cast by the Quantico foundry, wherever the fuck. But people buy the cores and put their name on them, and which KMJ, they have their own machine shop and shit, so their shit goes through, they check everything out and make sure they're good to go. Hell, they might touch up the valve job and shit there. But the quality control is good, I gotta say. $2,000 ain't exactly a drop in the fucking bucket, but you know, these days it ain't hard. You can spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a pair of fucking big block Chevy heads. So $2,000 is actually a bargain. And these fuckers will support some horsepower. And I've seen several flow charts on them. More or less depend on whose flow bench they were on. But surprisingly, what they're advertised to flow, they actually flow more than advertised. That's fucking rare. Usually it's the other way around. Usually heads will have a big ass flow advertisement and you put it on a bench and the motherfucker don't come nowhere near. But I did a shitload of research on these fucking things. And, numbers vary, but consistently they flow more than advertised. So I feel pretty good about them. Hell, I think David Vizard said these heads will support 850 horsepower. And he knows more about big block Chevys than most motherfuckers. Too many people out there put any more effort into this shit than he has. But he gave them a pretty good review. If you want a more technical review on these fucking things, look up David Vizard's video. He gets pretty deep in the shit. I trust his opinion. Hell, some of the first books I learned how to build engines with, he fucking wrote. A long time ago. Hell, I'm fucking old. So he's writing books for this shit back in the 70s. And his books are definitely worth putting in your collection. part, man. The fucking casting quality on these things is well done. Them fucking decks are flat as fucking pancake. Flat as ice. So I done went over them off camera and nitpicked the shit out of them. I have no complaints. Which I'll do that. I buy something on fucking eBay. I'll make sure what I got is fucking to my liking before I leave any feedback. Tell them how wonderful it was, and then come to find out something's fucked up. It's better to catch it first. But you buy these, see they're the AFR Enforcer, you can save a couple of $100 buying from KMJ, the assault heads here. Hell, they got like fucking 99.7 feedback on their shit, so evidently they're doing pretty good with it. Said I bought shit from them for years now and ain't never had a single complaint. I've already bought some assault heads from them and they were all good. I'm looking for 600 plus horsepower. The combo I'm putting together here, that's be on the low side. This engine should make well over 600 horsepower with the parts I'm using. It ain't no stroker. It'll just be 454 cubic inch, but you don't need a giant fucking engine to make sufficient power. When this engine's put together and running, drop it in the right car, it run fucking 9s in the quarter, no problem, NA. And I could drop it in my Cutlass out here. It would be high 9s, 970s, 980s. Probably $140. So it'll be the easiest way to get something in the 9s. This engine, when it's done, I think I'm gonna trying to come in under 6,000. So 600 plus horse big block for $6 grand. It's not too bad a deal in today's world. But you want to make sure you buy good shit for these things. Main things, them valves. Cheap ass valves, you don't know what they can really take, and you drop a fucking valve, it's all over. You're gonna need a new everything. So you want to spend the money on the fucking valves, and Ferrea and Manley are a couple of decent brands that you can't go wrong with. And you want good springs and locks and retainers and all that shit. But there they are, KMJ Assault 335cc big block Chevy heads for the RV 454. Shit.